the channel, and we've got another beautiful Schecter guitar to talk about today. This is one of the reasons why I love Schecter, because this Schecter Solo 2 Standard is only 399 bucks, and it's got all kinds of bells and whistles on it that you wouldn't think would come on a $399 guitar. Check this thing out. Look at this. Tell me if that thing just isn't freaking beautiful as can be. It's a gorgeous guitar, amazing looking, amazing feeling, amazing playing, as a Schecter should be, because Schecters are awesome. So let's talk about the specs, and then you guys heard the intro where I was jamming out, so you already heard some distortion. We'll play a couple clean things for you, and we'll do a little bit of distortion, and we'll wrap this video up. Let me grab my phone. Alright, it's back here. We're going to read off the specs real quick for you, because I like to get that junk out of the way, because everybody wants to hear that. So let's scroll down here. I picked this one up at Sweetwater. This is the called the Ocean Burl Burst. Runs $399. That's where I got it from, was Sweetwater. Scroll down here to the specky specs. Alright, so we got a solid body. This is a Solo 2 Standard. It's mahogany body, burl top, satin finish, ocean blue burst, roasted maple neck, thin C shape on the neck. It's a bolt-on. Got a 14-inch radius, rosewood fingerboard, dot fingerlays, 22 extra jumbo frets, 24.75-inch scale length. Nut width is 1.653 inches, and the nut material is graphite, and it's got the bridge tail piece, which is the Schecter Diamond hardtail bridge. It's got Schecter Diamond standard humbucker pickups in it, in both the neck and the bridge. It's got a one volume, one tone, and one three-way toggle switch, up here, volume, tone, and that's it. You know, you got a volume for your neck pickup, volume for your bridge pickup, and a tone, and that's all you got. That's all you need. So there you go. That's the quick specs. 399 bucks. And let's just spray it up here. Look at that neck. That thing is so cool. I love that neck. It feels really comfortable in the hand. I don't have super large hands. This guitar is very easy for me to play. You can get really far down on here on the way they cut. They've got the nice saddle cut in the back here as well. And I love this Blue Ocean Burst. It just looks really, really good. It's a super awesome looking guitar. Schecter Standard on the headstock. And it just plays really good. It's a nice, fun, just jamming guitar. I've wanted a Solo 2 for a while. You guys know I love Schecters, and it's been a pretty fun guitar. I've had it for a few weeks now and jamming out, and I was like, I need to do a review on this. So the neck just feels really good. It's very comfortable, very easy to play, and you guys heard in the intro, you heard some of the distortion sounds. Let's play a couple of clean sounds. I am running this through, I'm going straight through going from the guitar into my Bosch GT1000, into my Orange Crush Pro 120, coming out of that cab, going into the XY mics on the microphone out here into your ears. I'm not running it through any mixing board or anything like that. It's raw sound from the amplifier to the mic recorder up there into your ears. I don't do any of that fancy crap. I don't clean it up. This is what it's really going to sound like when you plug it in and play in a room. So that's why I like to do it that way. So let's play a few cleans for you and see what you guys think. Now we're down on the bridge pickup. This is what the bridge pickup sounds on the cleans. Take it to the middle. Take it to the neck. Here's some clean tones for you. It sounds really nice, just like any other Schecter should. I don't really do a whole lot with the tone knob. I don't need a tone knob on a guitar. I just don't use it, you know, so it's kind of pointless to me, so I'm not going to play it now, but it does work. So let's kick on some distortion. The one thing I noticed, and I want you to make you aware of this, is that on the clean channel, when I turn my volume down, I got nothing, right? But when I kick on the distortion, there's nothing there. You got nothing there until I roll this volume on my neck pickup, and then even with this one off, you get a little sound. Now I don't know why it's doing that. Something crosswire, I don't know. But I just noticed when it's on clean, I get nothing. When it's on distortion, I get a little bit of sound. Now, does that matter to me? Not really, because I'm usually playing wide ass open, and I can just shut them both off when I need to, or step on the clean channel and kill it, or something. But it's something to be aware of that I noticed in this guitar. If any of you guys have this guitar, let me know if you have that going on too. It's something with the wiring. It's a probably easy fix and stuff. I will figure it out. But I did notice that on this guitar. Something I wanted to point out, because I love this guitar and I love Schecters, but that is something that is going on in this guitar. The other thing I noticed is that when I got the volume shut off, I'm getting some sound. You hear that? When I'm moving my cable. Now, I don't know why it's doing that either, but something that I noticed when I was in here jamming, that with the volumes cut off, now if I take it off the clean, you got nothing. If I put it on my clean channel, I got nothing. But when you're pushing your distortion, see, there's nothing there. But when I switch it to my distortion channel, so something to be aware of. Hey Schecter, I don't know what's going on there, but you might want to take a look at that. This Schecter I thought was made in Indonesia, but this one was made in China. It says crafted in China, which I didn't think Schecter was doing guitars in China, so I thought they were doing them in Indonesia. Maybe they've moved it over, but could be a QC issue. I'm not sure, but still a really good guitar. It's some easy fix stuff with some wiring and stuff, but for $399, it's still a beautiful, really well made guitar. But I'm going to point out things if I notice things. You know, even though I love Schecter and stuff, I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, this is amazing," and not point out those few things that other people that are reviewing these guitars aren't seeing, or maybe they're not happy. I just noticed it was going on with this guitar, but it's still a good sounding guitar. Let's play some distortion riffs. If I can get on my pedal here, let's put it on that channel. And let's just rip out some cool stuff. Got a little, so I can play some lead stuff for you guys. But yeah, let's just play let's just think of some riffs, I guess. I gotta play some of that riff that I was doing, or something else. We'll think something. don't know. Just coming up, making up stuff. That's just kind of have to. You kind of have to go with it. Something of that nature. Let's see what it sounds like on that one. Some really good sustain there. So there you guys go. That's the Schecter Solo Standard. Sounds really good. Plays really good. Got a couple quirks going on with the electronics, it seems. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll have to open up the back and kind of see what's up. But like I said, when you have when I have it down here and I have it on distortion, you guys... I can still get some sound out of it, which you should not be able to do when the volume's turned all the way off. And you're getting a little, which usually when you hit that, you'll get something if you're hitting your guitar strap, but I wouldn't think I would be getting anything in there. So, what do I know? I'm just a guy who likes to play guitar. But anyway, I still think it's a beautiful guitar. Still think it's very well made. But I felt like I should point those things out to you guys. I do really like the Schecter Solo 2 Standard. I like these design guitars because it's a Les Paul guitar, but it's a lot lighter. And it's a lot of fun to play. So hope you guys enjoyed that review. If any of you guys have this guitar or anybody else has noticed that when it comes to that, let me know. I would be curious to know. Maybe it's a one-off with this guitar, or maybe it's something that's going on with the way they're wiring the pickups. I've never had a Schecter do that before. So that's the first time I've had one that actually does that. So it was kind of weird. So yeah, just wanted to point it out. Just be looking out for that. I like the guitar. I'm going to keep playing it. I'm not going to send it back because of that, because that's probably an easy fix of some sort of wiring or something that's going on in there that can be easily soldered and redone or whatever. I'll get my guitar tech buddy to look at it and figure it out. That might be above my pay grade. But it's still a cool guitar, still a lot of fun to play, and I enjoy it, and I'm gonna rip it out. Rip it out! That's it. We'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.